Welcome to Moments and Musings, a calm corner where we slow down, breathe, and reflect on life's quiet lesson. I am Adiza, and this space is for you, your still moments, your gentle thoughts, and that part of you learning to rest again. You ever loved someone so much it almost ought to breathe, but you both knew it could never really be? That kind of love leaves a mark you don't easily shake off. Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back to Moments and Musing. Today, we're diving into something a little heavy, a little tender. We're talking about loving someone you can't have. It's that bittersweet kind of love. The one that keeps you awake at 2 a.m., wondering why now or why them. It's love that feels right in your heart, but wrong in reality. Maybe it's timing, maybe it's distance, maybe it's a relationship status that complicates everything, or just maybe it's not meant to be and you're trying to make peace with that. I wanted to talk about this because I feel like we don't talk enough about unfulfilled love. We talk about heartbreak after relationships, but not about heartbreak from love that never even had a fair chance to begin. Loving someone you can't have is a very specific kind of ache. It's like standing in a front glass wall. You can see what you want so clearly, but no matter how much you reach out, you just can't touch it. Maybe it's your best friend. Maybe it's someone you met at the wrong time. Maybe it's someone who chose someone else. Whatever the situation is, the feeling is the same. This quiet, painful what if that lingers in the back of your mind. And you know the hardest part? You can't hate them. You can't even be mad at them because in your heart, you know they didn't promise you anything. You just felt something real, something deep, and it's not easy to turn that off. Sometimes we meet people who feel like home, but we are just travelers passing through. You get this rush of connection, of safety, of being seen, and suddenly life feels brighter. But when it ends, or rather, when it can't begin, you're left holding all these feelings with nowhere to put them. Have you ever tried to unlove someone who did nothing wrong? It's like trying to erase handwriting on your heart. You keep scrubbing, but the ink just smudges and the world keeps moving. You still have to go to work, you still have to smile at people, you still have to pretend you're okay. But deep down, there's this quiet longing. It's like a song that never got to finish. I think at some point we've all experienced this. Maybe in small ways, maybe in deep ones. That moment when you realize love doesn't always mean togetherness. Sometimes love is just a feeling that teaches you something about yourself, about your capacity to care, to feel, and to hope. And also, over the years, I've learned that sometimes God, or even life, withholds certain people not to punish us, but to protect us. Because maybe having them would have dimmed us, distracted us, or changed us in ways we weren't ready for. But still, it doesn't make the longing any easier, does it? You still replay conversations. You still imagine what would have been like if things were different. You still smile at memories that were never supposed to mean that much. But here is the thing. Unrequited love doesn't make you foolish. It makes you human. It means your heart still believes in connection, in vulnerability, and even in the beauty of maybe. And that's something to be proud of. So tell me, have you ever loved someone you couldn't have? What did that love teach you? Did it make you bitter, or did it make you softer? Because I've realized that even the love that doesn't last still leaves us with lessons that do. Maybe it taught you patience. Maybe it taught you boundaries. Maybe it reminded you of what you deserve. Or maybe it simply reminded you that your heart still works, that it still feels deeply. And that's a beautiful thing in a world that tries so hard to make us numb. So if you're listening to this right now and you're loving someone you can't have, I see you. I know how heavy that can feel. But I hope you know that even love that never becomes something real can still be something meaningful. You don't have to erase it. You just have to let it rest gently. You know, like closing a book you weren't meant to finish. Let yourself feel, but don't get stuck. Let yourself grieve what could have been, but don't lose sight of what can still be. Because somewhere down the line, there is a love waiting for you. One that won't just feel possible, but be possible. Thank you for sharing this space with me today. If this episode touched something in you, share it with someone who might need to hear it too. And if you haven't already, follow Moments and Musings so you don't miss the next art-to-art conversation. Until next time, be gentle with your heart, okay? Because even when it breaks, it's still beautiful. Like, it's still beautiful for the way it loves.